Welcome to a Vanguard news video without the bullshit. Let's get started. Get ready to see people from Team WCC go to your country as this year's Bushier Road Championship Series is underway. While the schedule for the Shop Challenge and Regionals have yet to be announced, they showed awesome participation cards that's confirming one thing. V Premium is still a format you can play in the event in case you like to get shut down faster than Vanguard 0 by Axel clans. Both regionals as well as the free fight event will let you get one of these promo cards at random, so expect a lot of card vendors to either hire a bunch of random people to join the event, or prey on naive players into selling them these cards at a low price. The top 8 players will receive these playmats for their respective formats which will never be removed from their plastic covers, and the champion will receive these hot stamp cards. Expect a sudden upsurge of premium players. Those rich enough to fly to Los Angeles this weekend, or rich enough to buy from a scalper, can get their hands on DCS-01 at Bushier Road's Anime Expo booth. Those hoping for a Magnolia Elder and Bastion Prime reprint are probably crying themselves to sleep tonight. Speaking of obsolete ride lines, Eugene and Sol Ryron finally got new direct support in DBT12. Then again, having them be revealed this early means they are pack filler for the more crazy shit in the coming weeks. Quaking Bullet of Duststorm Roderick when ridden over by Cataclysmic Bullet of Duststorm Randa makes you draw a card if your opponent has no rear guards. And while in your soul, you can retire a rear guard in rest position to call him to rear guard and he gets 5k power. Bushier Road is finally updating ride line units and opened Pandora's box for possible updates for other ride lines in the future. I'm looking at you grade 1 Thegria. Wild Bullet of Duststorm Clifton while on rear guard gets 2k power for each of your opponent's open rear guard circles when he attacks or boost, and your opponent's rear guard was retired this turn by your Vanguard's ability. And while on rear guard, you can retire himself at the end of the battle he boost while you have a Eugene Vanguard to return up to 1 to 3 cards from your soul back to your deck. Then you countercharge 1 damage if you did not countercharge this turn yet. Funny how the first ability can let you use him in Gandiva, the very deck that made Eugene irrelevant. This card however is really good considering you can return random triggers you manage to soul charge. It's just a shame that it's tied to a boss card that isn't really good. Divine Sister Aquas once per turn while on rear guard lets you pay 1 counter blast when your other unit is placed by your card's ability to draw a card. Then that unit gets 5k power if it was placed by your Sol Ryron Vanguard's ability. This is literally just a discount sold to Sakab. Sagely Dragon Wisdom Claw Dragon when placed on rear guard from deck gets 5k power. And when it's placed on rear guard, you look at the top card of your deck then put it back on top or bottom of your deck. If you have a Sol Ryron Vanguard, then you can pay 1 counter blast to reveal then call the top card of your deck. If it was a unit card, you put it into your soul instead if you did not call it. This is probably another case of Bushier Road's design team throwing whatever was in their asset folder again, because when I hear the word sage, I think of a wise scholar carrying a book and not a dragonoid with razor claw weaponry. Even the name Wisdom Claw feels forced. Finally, just when you thought that the quintessential quintuplets collab couldn't get you any more hype for DBT12, Bushier Road decided it wasn't enough and also made Bang Dreams Morphonication OVA and the upcoming It's My Go anime to be in the set as well. While I did praise the previous Bang Dream Critical Trigger to be one of the best collabs in the game, this just reminds me of the time Buddy Fight had a similar wave of collabs before they eventually got discontinued. In other words, having both collabs in one set feels like a desperate attempt in meeting their sales projection for the latter half of the year considering DBT12 is the first booster set for season 3 of Vanguard will dress. And that concludes this Vanguard news video. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how you're still hoping for Eugene to get the aquamarine treatment.